you know that there are two brochures that were selected. Only one of them is going to be published, okay, and distributed to all the foreigners that visit us. And there is another, okay, all of them are going to be exhibited in the hall sometime, but only one, the one that wins, will be the one that we will give out to our visitors, all right? So, we're starting. Let's start with Roman Seville, okay, and then let's go to Seville discoveries and then the expo.
We have made for the visitors that are going to come here, and our flyer is about the Roman Seville. Está frío.
Well, this is the introduction we put in, and we are talking about how the Romans came to Seville and the city that they made at Italy, and then we are going to say that the buildings that are in Seville are Romans, and that's what we explain here.
Well, in this part we have the different points we have you to visit. And there are the Hercules, Caños de Carmona, the Antiquarium, and the walls of Seville.
This is the cultural and historical patrimony of Seville that we wrote in ethics class, and we wrote the different what is the cultural and the historical heritage of Seville.
The map, the elaboration of the map, is we have used the Google Maps application, and the itinerary we have made revised street, and the itinerary is 5.1 kilometers long.
Our group has focused on the itinerary related to Sevilla and the discovery of America. And first, we're going to explain how we organized ourselves to make the brochure and look for the information.
First, we distribute the monuments related to the time America was discovered and started looking for information.
Edu focused on the gold tower, Marta on the archive of English, Blanca the introduction of the topic, and Nur supervised what we wrote in English and helped with the rules of writing back. And I focused in the other hands.
We wrote the historical heritage text in the ethics classroom, and we share the information in a document of Google Docs, and then we decide which information we want to put in the brochure, and that in the classes we have time to decorate the brochure. And working group, it was very easy because we finished the brochure in the class and we didn't have to meet in the afternoon to finish.
Now we'll talk about the real history we described in our brochure, the discovery of America.
So America was discovered in 1492 by Christopher Columbus. Columbus wanted to prove that the earth wasn't flat by sailing to the west to get to the Indies. And Christopher Columbus always thought that he arrived to the Indies and he never knew that he discovered a new continent. Sevilla became the most important city in Europe in that time because since everything from America arrived to its port.
Now, the main monuments in Seville.
First, the World Tower is next to the Guadalquivir River, and it was built in the beginning of the 13th.
Okay, this is our triptych, and we have on triptychs we have put in the front the title page. We put the title and a photo, and a phrase that says welcome to our city, Seville.
We made it with a Microsoft Office program called Publisher, and we take the information in a Google Doc. So my partners check the information and put in that doc, and then we make a first prototype of the brochure. We check it out. The prototype we convert the text into English. Then Macarena check out the English. When it was checked out, we put it in the publisher. We made a second prototype, which is this one. And when it finished, it was finished, I sent photos to my parents, and they say it was good, so we finished it, and they are going to explain the main parts of the project.
Okay, there we have an introduction of the Ibero-American exhibition of Seville. We explain there why it was for have a good relationship between Spain and the Ibero-American countries, and when it was.
We wrote the historical editors at the class, and it is important because it's represent all the events, historical events, and it's a part of our culture.
Okay, you can see here that we have put the front page here, the second one there, and the third one in the middle. That is because when you bend the triptych with a font, it gets with the red order. And this is the
Part of the brochure.
Yep.
Okay. Romans have been in Seville since 206 before Christ, and it disappeared in 247. The first emperor of Seville was Julius Caesar, followed by Trajano, born in the same city. They left us a huge heritage that nowadays we can admire.
So now we are going to talk about the monuments. There weren't so many. So we have here the most important.
Leaning style. Now exists 3 flat columns who belong to a Roman temple. There were 6 columns. Here were used to hold Hercules and Julius Caesar statues.
Hercules and Julius Caesar.
Same place, but now you understand. These ones are for hold the Hercules and.
This is the root of the Seville, the Roman Seville monuments and parts. And here we have the meters and the minutes it takes by bike.
And then you have the security rules and how to have a healthy life.
And this image is, I don't know how to explain. You take your phone and you, in Seville, don't make races or jumping or skiing or and watch the street if you pass across the zebra crossing. 1 hour to do the to make the work of the monuments. So
Yeah, but did you distribute the monuments?
yes.
In between you two, each one is personalized one of them, or?
Yes. For example,
Which one you did?
he made one monument, and then we saw if it was right or if we have to add another thing important. So
So it was revised, but all the members?
yes.
Yeah.
And then the design?
We did this, that we decided.
You worked together on that, or only
Yes,
one?
here in class. It was here in class.
We're going to talk about the Seville and the discovery of America. So this,
Speak up.
we're going to talk about the Seville and the discovery of America.
So in our brochure, this will be the cover. So the title, this is like a slogan we made. Welcome to Seville, take your bike out of the garage and come with us on this amazing adventure around the city. This is our high school logo, our team. We chose this style of doing because, well, we looked at many other brochures. We realized that white background and black letter with this type of letter is like the clearest to this. So this.
Okay, here we have an introduction. In the 16th century, Seville was one of the most important cities in Europe. In 1942, Christopher Columbus discovered America, and Seville became one of the most important delivery ports. And the sailors import new products from the new continent, such as potatoes and
So our customs and that have been brought from the past and that we continue to take with us into the present and the future. So for example, in the States, when I think of Spain, I think bullfights and feria. And so here, they continue to have these, and without them, you would lose Spain as itself because it identifies the country. Christopher Columbus, who, as Dimitra said, was a Spanish explorer who sailed in 1492 and discovered America. His tomb is now in the cathedral, and it's held up by four figures representing the four kingdoms of Spain during Columbus's life.
Is always wear a helmet, and then obey the traffic signals. The third one was bring something to drink, because as you know, Seville is usually really hot, so it's important to drink something. And the last one was pay attention to the environment, because when you're cycling, you have to know that there's many people walking or cycling too, and don't use electronic devices because you can get distracted too.
And this is the map. This is in the brochure.
It is the storage place for extremely valuable archival documents which illustrate the history of the Spanish Empire in the Americas and the Philippines.
in 1785 by decree of Charles III, the Archivo de Council of the Indies were housed in order to bring together all of the documentation regarding the Abbasid Empire, which until that time had been dispersed and moved centrally.
Well, first we looked in searching the internet for some monuments, and we asked.
But then you all kind of got together and revised all the text and everything, and decide what to definitely write on it.
And well, then we meet up and we did the other part of the brochure, the introduction and the heritage and user comments.
Okay. And about the design, was also kind of a brainstorming thing, or how did you come up with that?
As I said, we took as example many brochures from other things, like the one of the book fair in Tomares. Well, we got as a conclusion that the best thing was not to put pictures in the background, because it was hard to read it. So we decided to put a white background for the brochure and black letter, black writing. So that way it's easier for the reader to understand the other.
But actually you didn't, because now we are looking at something that it has an
well,
image.
yeah, but
Anyway, but the main thing,
yeah.